Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what you don't see coming, what is coming your way that could take you by surprise, or a confirmation of something that you weren't expecting. So let's see what Spirit has for you today. Welcome back, everybody. If you're new to my channel, this is a fully channeled message. So welcome. And let's see, I will be using some initials a little bit later on as well for some confirmation. Spirit, please share with me. My Sagittarius, what do you have for them? What's the energy around them? Do we have any surprises? Any good news? Tell me what you have for me. I'm listening for you now. I have a transformation. Look for a dragonfly. Turn conflicts into opportunities for growth, fueling the journey together. Overcoming a conflict. Overcoming conflict. All right, so let's see. Maybe there's somebody that we are struggling with, and we're waiting for some good news. A healing heart. Healing of the heart begins with forgiveness. Okay, are you waiting for an apology? Are we waiting for somebody to talk about, what has been going on, these conflicts? Spirit, please share with me. And I have a window. Open the window of your soul. Let the light enter both of your worlds. Let the light enter both of your souls. Spirit just said we're in it together, okay? And we're forgetting that. There's a sense of whoever you're thinking of, that it's not about them, it's not about you. It's the us in this situation. And if we look at it as we're in it together, then we can solve it together. But we're not solving it together. One person is trying to repair or fix or control or make things happen. Spirit, can I have one more of these, please? We're in it together. I like that. Interwoven growth. Like tree rings, each year deepens your bond, marking shared time and depth. So it's a journey, and we have shared experiences. So there's this sense of, I don't want to walk away from this history. I can't walk away from this history, but at the same time, we could be having a difficult time. We're not on the same page. We haven't been intimate. We aren't connecting as much as we should. Let's see what the cards are saying. But we're in it together. That gives me hope, doesn't it? I just want to write down the word hope because I feel like that's important. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want me to know? I have a Two of Cups. I have a Six of Swords. I have an Eight of Pentacles. And I have a Devil. The first thing that came into me was the Two of Cups, and Spirit said to me, what God brought together what God brought these two people together, nothing can tear them apart. And the Six of Swords was a sense of, I can feel you moving on. I can feel you pulling away. I have felt you either not wanting to be here or not wanting to be as engaged as you normally are. And I want to work harder at it. And let's ask Spirit what they mean by this Devil, because the Devil could be something interfered in this connection. I have an Ace of Swords and an Ace of Pentacles. Okay. They're saying time will tell. This, I feel like, is a forgive and forget moment. I feel that there is forgiveness for this devil. It could be just behavior. It could be, I'm going to try harder. I'm making promises. I am trying to do the right thing. I'm stepping to the plate. But it could be, I won't do it again. It's whether you believe them. But I do believe them with that ace. I do feel that they are honestly, I'm going to say they were taught their lesson. I mean, there's a couple philosophies on that. It really depends on the relationship, doesn't it? They were taught their lesson. Whatever the lesson was, if they strayed, if they were with somebody else, if they have been not showing up, and the fear of losing you is enough for them to realize, like, hey, you know what? I've learned my lesson is better. I've learned my lesson. And I think that if it came down to losing you, I feel like they're going to start fighting is how I feel right now. I have an Empress. We have a lot of history together. We're not going to just walk away. We could have children together with this Empress. You could be have a child together. So I don't feel like I can just walk away that easy. It's not easy to walk away. And I just feel like I'm struggling with that. Don't walk away, Spirit just said. So you could be struggling. I'm gonna put in the category of they're gonna start fighting for you, and you're not expecting that. 7 of Pentacles. I have a Hierophant. I have a 4 of Cups, and I have a Lovers. They have a lot of time and energy invested into this, and I feel like when they think about the bigger picture, even if they have been, this feels like I've just been putting things on hold, like my emotions on hold. At the end of the day, they realize that this is a spiritual connection. And they're not going to find anything like you, Spirit just said, and they know it. If they ask themselves, is there something else out there? Is there something out? If you're the mother of their child, it's almost this feeling of nobody else is ever going to be the mother of their child. You know, it's that kind of feeling. But I feel like they know in their heart and their soul that this spiritual connection can't be broken. And they don't want it to break. But we could be at a crossroads, and a crossroads is really scary, and a crossroads is really tough. I have a Queen of Wands. They're still passionate about you. We need to rekindle this connection. I have a Star. Spirit wants you to remember why we fell in love with each other to begin with. What was it about this connection that was so exciting and so special that it was everything that you wanted. It was everything that you wished for. We can find that love again, is how it came into me. So I'm not feeling necessarily a no contact or reconciliation. I'm feeling a reconnect. That we need to put more time and effort into this. We need to find each other again. Spirit, please share with me. I have healing. The beautiful flow of water on this fountain. Release what's blocking you and connect with potential. A renewal of emotions. That's a good way to say it. I don't feel like we ever stop loving somebody, but it goes through ups and downs, doesn't it? It goes through, I'm passionate, crazy, wild, in love with you, to, I feel content. I'm okay. It's good. And it goes up and down over the years. And this feels like a long-term connection. So we're just in one of those ups and downs. And it's up to us. What did they say? We're in it together. That's what Spirit wants you to remember. We're in this together. Embrace the wonder, find beauty in the world, and revel in the abundance, giving, kindness, plenty. We have this beautiful cart filled with flowers just blooming. An abundance of blooming flowers. Our cart is full. So you guys could have everything. You could have a beautiful home. You could have children. You could have shared many years together. You could have a lot of history together. So that's not something that we're going to throw away very easily. And I feel like we just haven't been as emotionally connected as we would like to be. So that's where you find your way back to each other. So when Spirit says, what is it that you don't know or you don't see coming? It's a falling in love all over again. And maybe you don't believe it. Maybe you feel like it's over. Maybe you feel like I can't re-fall in love with them. I'm out of love with them. Yes, you can. People do it all the time. You're not letting go. We're in it together. They don't want this to end. Standing tall. Draw upon your inner strength to break through. What is your instinct saying? It's like a big mama bear, like I'm protecting my cubs, I'm protecting my home. Let's get some initials. The initials could be a confirmation for some of you. First initials, last initials. Spirit, tell me. I have the letter C, A, California. I have V, another C, U. Letter Y. I have D, L, X, W, M, Q, B, P, V, and one more, and the letter Q. So falling in love all over again, not ready to throw in the towel, not ready to have this be over, not ready to turn the other way and think that there's something, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, Spirit just said. So if we think that, anything could be better than what I have right now, you could be right where you are right now with somebody else in years from now. It's, just a different person. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll be any happier. Sometimes, yes, but this is salvageable. It's more than salvageable. You still have a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here. And we're not finished, Spirit just said. So the journey that Spirit has asked you to be on for this soul contract isn't over. We've got work to do. I have mountains, there's obstacles, there's challenges. It's overwhelming. I have the number 21. I'm not where I want to be. It seems like it's going to take so long. You can eat an elephant one bite at a time. You can climb a mountain one step at a time. But they said they want you to do it together. You're looking at that mountain as it's a hurdle that only you have to go over. You guys have to do it together. So it's half the effort each, I guess. Each put the effort in. It's not all one person. I have a fountain, a renewal, a rejuvenation. The number 42, a cleansing, a fresh start. It's a fresh start. Peace, truce. We haven't been doing well lately. Let's try harder. I have mice. There's loss, worry, stress, failure. So what the unknown, it feels like it's the fear of the unknown. You haven't, either one of you haven't made up your mind that you want it to be over, but you are wondering, is that where we're headed? Is that something that's going to happen? Is that something that the other person wants because we're disconnecting? No, let's fall back in love. Let's figure out what is making us stressful, what is causing this worry, what is causing this fear, and help each other with it. You know, where is it coming from? At what point did we start to pull away from each other? I just dropped a card. I'm trying to see if I can see it. Hold on. I'm going to put you on pause and I'm going to get it because it's a jumper. Okay. It was a 6 of Wands that jumped. So I want to capture you is how that came into me. I want to capture you all over again. I want you to fall in love with me again. I have an 8 of Pentacles. I have a Magician. And I have a 4 of Cups. They're using the word phase to me. It could be an age. It could be I'm turning 50 age, you know, just a midlife crisis energy. But it is a feeling of I do want to work harder also. And I also, the Magician came into me as I do still believe that if we work harder, that we aren't going to lose this. And the 4 of Cups is coming into me as I've given, you know, I'm putting a lot of thought into, I wouldn't be happy if this was going to end. So I feel like we're finding each other again. And, you know, it starts with just admitting that we have a problem. I have a 3 of Swords. When you're not here with me, it hurts. I have a Judgment. I have Strength. I do feel like there's been some forgiveness. You know, marriages are a long journey. A lot of stuff happens in marriages or long-term relationships. And I do feel like you guys have been through the ringer is how it feels. But yeah, because here's my Justice card. You're probably in a committed long-term relationship with this person. It feels like I've just been... I'm struggling to find my way, let alone my way with this person. So they're kind of two different things. You do have to be confident within yourself. You do have to love yourself, even within a long-term relationship, of course. I'm trying not to judge. I'm trying to not lay blame. I'm trying not to come up with excuses, or I'm trying to justify why we're acting the way we're acting. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Cups. And I have a 7 of Cups. Absolutely. There could be the grass is greener on the other side. That's an option. You're not there yet. You're not to the point where you should be thinking about, or they should be thinking about anybody else or starting over again. You're at the stage where I remember falling in love with you. I remember the person I fell in love with, and I want that person back. And that person's still inside of there. And that person is still in your life, and they're right next to you, and they're spending time with you, and we can find each other again. But we have to admit our feelings. We have to admit where we're at. I feel like here's an 8 of Cups. So it's the fear of walking away. It's the fear of, is this person walking away? Are they pulling away? Queen of Cups, I love you so much. Let them know. Let them know how much you love them. Let them know that the last thing that you would ever want is to lose them. Maybe they haven't heard that in a long time. Maybe they feel like no matter what they do, nothing is ever good enough, or I feel like I'm being taken for granted, or it is what it is. They don't feel special anymore. So that Queen of Cups has a lot of love to give. And that Queen of Cups says to their person, I love you with all my heart. I love you unconditionally. So there's a part of me that says, just tell them. Let your person know that that's how you feel. Right now, I feel like Spirit's trying to let you know that this is, it takes two. And it's definitely a feeling of please don't walk away. And it's a sense of this spiritual connection can't be broken. But I like the feeling the most of falling in love all over again with the same person. That's even more special. You hear stories all the time about people who get divorced and then they get back with their ex and they marry them again. You didn't have to go that far, but it feels, yeah, I fell in love with my ex again. It's okay. You give me butterflies. You are my destiny. I don't want to walk away from what's supposed to be. This is meant to be. Just run away with me. We could use some time alone together. And you complete me. My life wouldn't be the same without you. Hey, life is a long journey. Relationships are hard. I wish they were all easy. But we are not going to give up on this love. We are not going to give up on this connection. And Spirit doesn't want you to give up on it either. So right now, I feel like what you don't see coming is you can fall in love all over again. You don't think you can right now where you're standing, but you have the capacity and the heart to fall back in love with the same person, not with the grass is greener or a new path or the fork in the road. We're going to put this out into the universe. It's not what I saw coming, but we'll take whatever messages Spirit wants to share with us on a daily basis. I want to thank Spirit for these loving messages. They want to keep you together. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Thank you for your kind words and your comments always. If anybody would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, please take a moment to check out my second YouTube channel, which I launched a couple months ago. It is a pick a card channel only. Lots of pick a card readings being uploaded over there, and I'll put the link in the description so you can find it easily. This was a tough one. But sometimes Spirit has some good advice with it's sometimes they want you to stay together and they want you to make it work. We'll see you again real soon.